Hello, third grade, and welcome to our practice for today. We are going to be practicing labeling a clock. Now, we did a little exercise on Tuesday or Wednesday and looked at a couple of times. Today, we're going to look at what each time means. So the first thing we're going to label, or actually we don't even have to label them, are the hours. All of the hours are shown around the clock. There are 12 hours in half of a day. There are 24 hours in a day. So we're going to write that up here at the top. There are 24 hours in a day. Go ahead and write that out. Now, in every hour, the minute hand will spin around the clock one time. There are 60 minutes in an hour. There are also 60 seconds in 1 minute, but we're not going to look that far in third grade. Now the minutes are different. They are not marked by the whole numbers. The minutes are marked by these small lines on the side. Now there is a trick, so you don't have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you don't have to count all the way to where the minute is. The trick is that you can count by fives. So for every whole number, there are 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 more. That takes me to 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you can see that at every whole number, we can count by fives. 5, 10, 15. What do you think the next one's going to be? 20, 25, 30. Now you may already have known this, but something new that you can do now that you're a third grader is instead of always having to start at the 1, you can just multiply by 5. So what is 7 times 5? 35. What is 8 times 5? 40. What is 9 times 5? 45. What is 10 times 5? 50. What is 11 times 5? 55. What is 12 times 5? We'd be back at 0. So the 12 at the top, we are at 0 minutes. Go ahead and make sure that yours is labeled. I'm going to erase all of my multiplication signs. So now that we know how to find each 5 minutes, when we are trying to find, let's say, this right here, if the minute hand was hitting at this point, I can start at the previous 5 minutes, which would be 35, and I can count by 1. 35, 36, 37, 38. So if my minute hand was marked right here, it would be 38 minutes. So that's how you mark the minutes. For the hours, you have a shorthand. Minute hands are long and they touch the side of the clock, and hour hands are short. Now hour hands go in between two whole numbers. So if we extended this hand, it would be between 12 and 1. Now the rule of the clock is that it falls in between, it goes to the one before. So between 12 and 1, it passed 12 o'clock. So this whole section right here, it would still be 12 o'clock. Once it passes 1 o'clock, this whole section, it would be 1 o'clock. Passes 2 o'clock, this would be 2. Even if it looks like it's right here, and it's right before 3, although it's closer to 3 o'clock than 2 o'clock, the hour is still 2. From 3 to 4 is 3. From 4 to 5 is 4. From 5 to 6 is 5. From 6 to 7 is 6. From 7 to 8 is 7. From 8 to 9 is 8. And from 9 to 10 is 9. 10 to 11, 10. And 11 to 12 is 11. You can go ahead and pause the video now so you can label all of these parts, and then we'll start practicing on the following pages.